Welcome to the Frank and Vito Show.
I'm Frank.
And I'm Vito. Hold on. Why is it the Frank and Vito Show and not the Vito and Frank Show?
Because I'm the one that runs this ship. I should be the name on the docket. Everyone's coming to see me.
I never agreed to that, but don't worry. We'll get to that later. Tune in next week, and I'm sure it will be the Vito and Frank Show. Yes, it will. But beside the point, we are your career advisors. We are here at 160 to help you find jobs, but also weekly come in and give you a little bit about the news. Frank, what's in the news?
Well, Uber just rolled out a new feature that I think will have a lot of people happy. It's called Quiet Mode. It'll be a part of the Uber Black or Uber Black SUV, so more of the premium options, but it'll allow the passenger to alert the driver ahead of time that, they want a peaceful, quiet ride. They don't want to be talking about their kids or the food options in the area. They just want to relax and not have to worry about holding up a conversation.
I think it's funny with that. You ever been in an Uber?
Many times.
Many times, right? So it's like most Uber, the first thing I do when I get an Uber, I ask the person, how's your day going? Like right away, right? I want to chop it up when I'm in those. Most of the time. You're not in there for hours at a time, right?
Right.
So imagine you get the alert on your phone, you're the Uber driver, and they're like, this is a quiet ride. And you already know the person's going to be a bit of a jerk, right?
It's kind of awkward then because, what if then the passenger starts to talk? Does the driver not talk back? Does he just communicate like a mime?
Wouldn't it be funny? Like the driver just puts it in park and turns around and goes, shh.
Or like puts it like a partition.
Yeah.
Because
it should be as good enough for the driver as it is the drivee. Like, no, dude, you option for quiet.
What if now they do a driver tells the passenger to have a quiet mode, and the driver says, no, I don't want to talk. I'm just hauling you from point A to point B. You shut your mouth, and I'll take you there, and we'll all be happy.
Look, it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander, right? Yeah, I say do it. Lock it in.
Yeah, quiet mode. Why not?
Quiet mode. Lock it in. Frank, I don't know if you're aware or not. Have you ever been like on an RV or any kind of setup like an RV?
I have not. I'm not much of an outdoorsman.
Well, okay, I guess RV. Well, RVs are perfect for the non-outdoorsman, really, because they're spacious. A lot of them have little kitchens in them. Well, for years, truck drivers have been asking semis to be turned into these RVs of sorts. What's really unique about them is they have these little bump out sections. So when you walk in them, it's tight, right? But then when you park, the walls bump out and it's spacious. A couch pops out. You got a bigger kitchen set up. Recently at the AVI show, they actually have a truck now that has been converted into one of these. Why don't we go to that clip now? You want to see what that looks like?
I would love to.
No, wrong clip. All right, here we go. So check this thing out. It's pretty neat, right? So that little side bumps out.
Very sleek.
Very sleek. Well, it's a brand new truck as well, too. So you got to keep it clean, Frank. All you drivers out there, keep your trucks clean.
Yeah, don't live in a pigsty.
It'd be amazing. So they pop in the back here. This looks like a little mini apartment. You can imagine being on the road as many days. They're usually like 3 weeks out at a time, home for a couple of days. This is a home, basically. I mean, check this place out on the inside. You got your little LED lights. You got your little bump-out cabinetry. You got your air conditioner on the ceiling. We all love air conditioning. Look at the TV on the wall, right? Who doesn't want a TV in the kitchen?
It looks like a nightclub.
It looks like a
nightclub that you could fill up with all the lot lizards you want.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, so we, again, more spacious room. We have all of the cabinetry, and we have our bed. We have a nice little backsplash.
I like the neon lighting.
Yeah, I do,
really
too.
Sets the mood.
It's pretty nice. Yeah, hardwood flooring. I mean, it doesn't get any better. Your little fridge, little freezer.
Put a ton of all kinds of bags of chips in there.
All kinds of bag of chips. Yeah, I think it's pretty sweet setup. So,
but no alcohol.
No alcohol at all, please. None. Especially when you're driving.
These are dry. They're dry areas.
Dry areas. Dry areas for sure. So, man, interesting. So, Frank, what else is in the news this week?
What else is in the news? Well, Brock Lesner won the WWE Money in the Bank briefcase last night. Now, you may not be wrestling fans, but I'm sure you know the name Brock Lesnar, a former UFC heavyweight champion, a former WWE champion, former WWE Universal champion. He made a surprise appearance at the pay-per-view last night. He won the briefcase, which now allows him an opportunity to challenge for the WWE Championship anytime he wants. He can do it in the airport. He can do it at Cracker Barrel. He could do it in that truck that you just saw in the sleeper cab.
There's plenty of room.
Yeah, in case one of the other champions driving the sleeper cab. But Brock Lesnar is a very polarizing figure. People don't want him around. People are sick of him. What are your thoughts on this?
I love him. I think you could back the Brinks truck up and pay him whatever he wants because I think he should be the champion forever. I don't know how that man's beatable, unless he's in the UFC, of course. Then he is very beatable. But, yeah, I think it's great.
Very beatable.
Well, at the very end, he didn't like getting punched in the face, right? The minute
Who
you
does?
punched him in the face, he like hid like a little girl in the corner, which is the complete opposite of what he is. But
Touche.
at least in WWE, he's protected.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to see what they do with him. What do you think they're going to do with it?
I think that he probably holds on to the champion, or he holds on to the briefcase for another couple months, kind of teases maybe Seth Rollins or Kofi Kingston. Both are world champions right now. And then he's going to strike when people least expect it. WWE is moving to Fox for SmackDown in October, which is a huge deal. It's a $1 billion deal. So they might want to draw up some ratings. Who better to do it than Brock Lesnar?
Yeah, I definitely agree. I go with the Fox deal, too, draw them ratings in. Fox wants a blockbuster. The ratings have been slipping. So, of course, what do they got to do? Hand the ball off to a ratings draw. He is the largest drawing pay-per-view main eventer for UFC ever.
Conor McGregor might be. I don't know.
Well, we'll see.
Okay.
All right.
Calling your facts out there.
You know what? Next week, I will bring a fact sheet in and prove Frank wrong because I'm not prepared for it this week. But he is the biggest draw in UFC pay-per-view history. So, but that isn't ultimately why we are here. Frank, why don't you tell them a little bit about what we do here as career advisors?
Of course, as career advisors, as the career advisor here, we're out to provide our graduates from 160 Drive Academy with the best possible employment they can get. As part of your tuition, we offer you lifetime job placement. So we are partnered up with a litany of carriers who have many different jobs in the areas, local, regional, and over the road, where they're looking to hire you fresh out of school when you have your CDL. And the money's really, really good. I mean, you're looking at upwards of $70,000 to $75,000 a year. No strings attached. You come on in and get out on the road and put that CDL to use.
So for all you cash pay, VA, or government students out there, we can help you guys the minute you graduate. All you that are sponsored, you guys already have a leg up on the game. Congratulations. You get to go to work right away. So 160 is your one-stop shop to make sure your career can be as best as it possibly can be. But don't forget, like Frank just said, lifetime job placement.
Lifetime. Call me in 7 years from today. I'll get you a job.
Lifetime.
Call me in 20 years. If I'm still here, get you a job.
So here we are again for another week of the Frank and Vito Show, soon to be the Vito and Frank Show.
Never.
Tune in next week with the new graphics and the new header.
The Frank Show soon. We're kicking them out.
And we will see you guys next week.